Hello, Mary the Avon lady here, and today I have a treat for you guys. I hope you'll consider this to be a treat. I have this vintage catalog from the year 1915, and that's been over 100 years ago. Of course, back then the company was called California Perfume Company, and the reason that they chose that name originally was because one of the founders was from California, and he thought the name should have California in it because they were selling perfume, and California had a lot of flowers, so he thought that made sense. And then later on, I can't remember when, I think it was the 1920s or 1930s, they changed the name to Avon as we know it today, Avon. And the reason that they chose Avon, one of the founders, the owners, was a big fan of William Shakespeare, the author, the playwright. And of course, William Shakespeare was born in, what is it called? Stratford upon Avon in the United Kingdom. So he decided to go with the name Avon. And that is where the name comes from. Okay, let me get started with this. I know you guys probably want me to go through this pretty quickly, which I'm going to do. This catalog doesn't really have a lot of pages. And just as I suspected, these catalogs were not given out to customers back then. They were probably very expensive to produce. It's only the representatives who had these, and when they would go around showing people the products that Avon had to offer, they would carry this around with them and they would show the products. And of course, back then they didn't have color photography like we do today, so they used illustrations, and illustrations are beautiful. The illustrations in color would show off these products in the best possible light. It's much better than black and white photography. I mean, it makes more sense because you can actually see the products, you can see what they look like, and you can see what colors. And the designs are just really, really beautiful. I mean, even for this to be over 100 years old, I think they're really beautiful. Okay, so here it says color plate catalog issued only to representatives of the California Perfume Company, New York, Kansas City, San Francisco, Luzerne, and Montreal. Okay, let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit. These are kind of hard to read. Now I'm looking at a digital file, so this is not a real catalog that I'm holding in my hand. I think it would probably be next to impossible to find this catalog anywhere, even on eBay. And if you did, somebody would try to charge you about $100 for this at least, because, if you go look on eBay and you try to buy like a Sears Christmas catalog from the 1970s or the 1950s, people want $100 for those things. I mean, that's hard to believe. I mean, for all of you ladies who used to, order from Sears catalogs back in the day, and you threw all your catalogs away from Sears and Penny's and Montgomery Ward, I mean, you made a big mistake. You should have saved them all. You would have made a small fortune off those. But anyway, yeah, so I have to rely on the digital files. I mean, occasionally I'll buy vintage catalogs if I can find them for a reasonable price, but I know that this would be next to impossible to find. And like I said, if I was able to find it, it would cost more than what I want to spend, most likely, especially if it was in good condition. Okay, let me see. I just find this to be very relaxing. Some days I just like to go through these catalogs, and I like to make a screen recording. Okay, so these are more perfumes. And, I'm not an expert on Avon's history, but I think the story behind Avon is that the California Perfume Company was that the guy who founded it, the original guy, before he found himself a partner, he was selling books. Back then, salesmen would go door to door because, of course, they didn't have internet computers back then. And that was how they, would advertise the products to people. They didn't have TVs. So that was one way of doing it. I'm sure you've heard of door to door encyclopedia salesmen or door to door vacuum cleaner salesman. Maybe some of you haven't heard of that. But, back in the day, that was the way they sold things. And they would, they would go to somebody's door, knock on the door, ring the doorbell, talk to the lady of the house, the wife, whoever, and ask if they could show her the product, the vacuum cleaner, or whatever it was that he was trying to sell. and then she would order it if was something that she wanted. So that's the way they did it. And so he was a book salesman. He had books to sell, and he put perfume strips in the books, I think. And he discovered that the women were very interested in the perfumes, even more than the books that he had. And that's how Avon was born. So it's really a great story. And Avon has been around for over 100 years, so it's really remarkable. Okay, I'll try to read the labels on some of these. Here we have white lilac. I think this one says lily of the valley. That's kind of dark. It's not very legible. What is this? Trailing arbutus? I don't even know what that is. I mean, I've heard of it before, but I don't know. I'm not familiar with that flower. And this one says, what does it say? Natoma rose. I think that's what it says. I'll try to zoom in just a little bit more. Natoma rose. Trailing arbutus. White lilac, of course, that's easy to read. And this one is lily of the valley. Beautiful bottles, beautiful packaging. Very pretty. And you know, I read a lot of reviews online for perfumes. I've done that for a while because that's one way that I decide whether or not I want to order something. And I remember reading the review for a vintage Avon fragrance. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was like Roses, or no, not Rose, maybe To a Wild Rose or something like that. Topaz, maybe. And this lady, who's obviously an older lady because she's, she was a little kid during the 1950s, she said that she was always fascinated by Avon. She was from England. And she said that to her, Avon, represented glamour because think about it, a long time ago, before Avon was founded or the California Perfume Company was founded, perfume was really something for, wealthy women. Only wealthy women could afford perfume. And Avon made these perfumes that were moderately priced that most people could afford. So that's another great thing about Avon. They made these products affordable for the general public, for most people. So I think that's a great thing. And they were all beautifully packaged. So, I mean, it is glamorous. I mean, think about it. You got this lady coming to your home, this Avon sales representative or Avon lady, and, she's bringing you these beautiful things that are affordable. I mean, it's a great concept. No wonder Avon did so well. I mean, I think the bottles and the packaging is just gorgeous. Okay, let's move on. Okay, I won't read all of these because that will take too long, but I'm just going to let you look at the designs. Traveler's bottle, 2 ounces, 4 ounces. Toilet water, more white lilac. Okay. Let's see if I can read what's at the bottom here. Not really. It's not letting me. I think one says lavender water, Florida water, trailing arbutus. And also, if you've been following my channel, if you've been looking at my videos, especially when I do videos about looking through these old catalogs, you'll see like an evolution, kind of, because back then it seems like mostly what Avon had to offer was a lot of perfumes, and then they would branch out and start offering talcum powder and skincare and for a while Avon tried its hand at offering like cleaning products for the home. Well, they still offer cleaning products to this day, but I mean, they did that for a while and then they stopped and then they started doing it again recently. So it's sort of an evolution that it is an evolution that you'll see. So they're not really offering makeup yet, but they are offering Perfume, massage cream, it says here. I haven't seen any powder yet. I'm amazed that I haven't seen any powder yet. Because I know in one of the catalogs I went through, it's just like all powder. A lot of powder. Okay. I'm not sure what these are. They kind of look like little salt shakers. Okay, this says almond cream balm, California cold cream. Cold cream. Okay. Let's see what other goodies they had to offer. Okay, here we have witch hazel cream, which is something that's been around for a long time. I know that people used to, with oily skin, they would, try to treat pimples with that, I believe, or just to kind of, I don't know, normalize oily skin, I think. I mean, it has a lot of uses, not just for that. It's still around. What does that say? Violet Nutri Cream. Yeah, so even back then they were trying to come up with creams to, skincare creams to help people to address their concerns. People even had acne back then. Okay, it looks like this is powder, talcum powder. Scented powder, I would imagine. Let me try to zoom in. Yeah, talcum powder. I was able to read that. And aren't these beautiful containers? I mean, just so pretty. Okay, and here we have what looks to be a little bit of makeup, I'm guessing. Okay, liquid rouge, which is what they used to call blush. I'm guessing this is more blush. I can't really read what that is. It looks like this is kind of blonde, brown, and black. So I'm guessing maybe this is for, I don't know, eyebrows or something. I'm not really sure. If you know, that's fine. You can tell me down in the comments below. Okay, it looks like this is facial powder, face powder, face powder leaves. And over here we have face lotion. I don't know what the difference is between these two. And more powder. Bath powder, baby powder. I think this is for removing hair. How do you say that? Depilatory? I know I've heard of it before. I just, I've never used it actually. Not really. That's just like hair removing, cream to remove hair from your body. Elite powder, what is that? Okay, I think that's for body odor, it says here. It has maybe multiple uses for perspiration and also to relieve like swollen feet. I guess you could soak your feet in that. I don't know. Maybe just apply it to your feet directly. I don't have no idea. Okay, and they even had bath salts back then. Just more beautiful packaging. And I guess these are glass bottles. Yeah, probably. Looks like soap, almond buttermilk. Moving right along. Beautiful. This is beautiful design there. Very beautiful. Either ladies or gentlemen's. I can't read that word because it's something, I don't know. Use as you would soap. So some kind of cleanser. Toilet almond meal soap. Sounds interesting. And that is for babies, California baby soap. Oh, cute. And then we have peroxide hard water toilet soap. I don't know what that would have been for. Pure imported Castile soap. Oops. Try to go over here. What is that? Cutaneous soap. Truly antiseptic. Japan toilet soap. Okay. And here we have things for the guys. Cream, shaving soap, powder, witch hazel. So this is for, men. And you notice that it's not pink and lavender and all those different colors. It looks, a little bit more, kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Masculine or maybe gender neutral, but definitely not feminine. California Bay rum. What was that for? I'm not sure. Okay. And over here we have liquid shampoo for cleansing the hair and scalp. Shampoo cream. Hair dressing. I suppose this is bandoline. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. I think I've actually heard of that before, but I don't know where or why, but I think I remember hearing of that name before, bandoline or bandoline. I think it's bandoline. I guess that's like a styling aid, something to style your hair, like men that want to kind of slick back hair, I'm guessing. And what is that, quinine? Hair tonic. I think that's how you say that, quinine. And this is stuff for the nails. Looks like a nail file, manicure set, yep. Okay, looks like it's dental care. Let me zoom in a little bit. Tooth tablet. Makes teeth pearly white. What does it say about something decay? Tooth tablet, tooth wash, tooth powder. People who smoked or chewed tobacco or smoked a pipe. Dental cream. And here we have, they even had things for cooking, a few things, not a lot. Vanilla extract, lemon, and peppermint extract. And here we have baking powder, red coloring, olive oil. I can't go without olive oil. I always have it in my kitchen, in my pantry. But, I'm surprised that people used olive oil back then. I'm actually kind of surprised. Maybe I shouldn't be, but, my mom didn't really use it a lot. She just used vegetable oil. So we didn't really, I'm just a little bit surprised, but okay. All right. I don't know what these are for. Is this food coloring? That's what it seems like. And this is for making gravy, I think. No, I'm sorry, it's not. Oh gosh, I feel so silly now. It's furniture polish. Because I remember in one of these catalogs that I went through, they had like some kind of brown fluid for making like gravies. So I'm sorry, I just sort of jumped to conclusions there. No, it's furniture polish. And this is plate polish. This is for silver. Mirrors, I don't know, cut glass, something. So they do have items to clean the house, household cleaning items, and California Carpet Renovator. Okay, let me zoom back out. So these are laundry crystals, starch dressing, This looks like this is a gift set. That's beautiful. And I'm guessing this is an atomizer. Is that what you call that? So you would just put that in the bottle to spray the perfume on. And I think this is like got some, I'm not sure what that big jar is. I know I've seen that in another older catalog. Try to zoom in a little bit. It says fragrance jar for perfuming and purifying the air in the room. So, yeah, something to add some nice fragrance to your home. Looks like this is another gift set. Perfume that comes in a pretty bottle. Another gift set. Oh, that's a baby set. That's, would be a gift for a mother having a baby. And is this for children? I know they usually have something for the kiddos. Not sure. Because it looks like it's a little girl here, with a little boy. So I'm guessing this must be for little girls. I could be wrong. But isn't that sweet? Isn't that a beautiful box? Very pretty. I'm not sure about that, but that's what I think it is. And it looks like more gift sets. So they had some really beautiful stuff back then. Oops. More gift sets. That's beautiful. Okay, I am almost to the end. I told you this was going to be pretty quick. Another gift set. I guess this is the Trailing Arbutus. I'm going to have to look that up. I've never heard of that before. And another beautiful gift set. I don't know if that's really a gift set. Let's see. Oh, come on. There we go. I apologize for the background noise. It says American Ideal Set. 1 ounce perfume, sachet powder, toilet soap, talcum powder, and ultra elegant gift package. So yeah, it's a gift package. And it says complete $4. So back then that would have cost $4. It was probably a lot of money back then. I mean, a good little chunk of money. And this is the index and price list. And that's the end.